Ew. Okay, I was going to make a video about my job thing, but I'll make that later. Okay, for one, Renato, you really could have said that way better than the way you said that. I mean, no offense, I know you had really good intentions, but I don't know if it was because you were nervous or I'm not exactly sure what, but the way you said it just sounded so wrong. It sounded, and now I know you're not racist, but I'm saying the way you said it, sometimes people are so careful about being politically correct that sometimes the more careful you are, the more it backfires on you, if you understand what I'm saying. So while you're trying to come off as genuine, saying, no, I'm not racist, I'm trying to bring something good to YouTube, the way it came off is almost kind of a racist kind of way. Kind of like if like it's kind of, it almost seems obvious you don't really have too much exposure to different ethnicities, races, and whatnot. Yes, it'd be great to see a more diverse kind of group up on there, but I know you always talk about like the YouTube celebrities and whatnot, and you're nothing unless you have like at least 1,000 subscribers. But I know a good amount of us, the smaller people, we kind of tend to not care anymore. At least, I tend to not care about the YouTube celebrities anymore. In the beginning, I was like, ooh, that'd be so cool. I'd love to be one of them. Oh, I want to watch this person. I want to watch that person. I mean, one of the first blogger things that I ever subscribed to was Juan Cone, and then there's you, and, Barrett and Beretta and whatnot. But nobody tends to focus on that. You tend to just kind of gravitate to what you like. So if your subscriber list has a bunch of white people, that's just what you tend to like. My subscriber list has all different kinds of things. There's a lot of Arab Muslim kind of things because I'm Muslim, and I tend to support my people. Or I have my friends and I subscribe to them. As black people, because I have a few of my subscribers that are black, and I find them interesting. It has nothing to do with if they're black or if they're white or if they're rainbow colored or light pink or fuchsia or maroon. I mean, it tends, what you subscribe to is what you should be interested in. And the way you came off is kind of like, well, I had to subscribe to somebody black. It kind of just sounds like, look, I'm thinking about Kayave. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Kayav. But if you see what I'm saying, the way you said that, that's like an insult to Kayav, which is really cool. He's a very cool guy. I went to see his videos, and no offense, I actually like him a little bit better than you. He's really funny, and he's so adorable. And he's so adorable. Like, he has, like, his first video is about the greatest man of all time, and it's him with, like, Photoshop videos, and I think it's really cool. He's really interesting. That's the reason I subscribe to him. I mean, like, it's just kind of, like, what you're interested in. And that's what means a lot. And to sit there and email him and actually tell him it's because you were black, it's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, oh, I don't find you that interesting just because you're black. I'm trying to diversify my subscriber list. And that's a slap in the face. Well, because you're saying, oh, there's not enough black people. Well, what about Arab people? What about Indian people? We have an Asian, that's Wine Cone. And not even just that. The whole idea of white, black. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid friggin' label. Don't you guys think that? It's just so stupid. Like, you're light skinned, so you're white, and you're dark skinned, so you're black. Yeah, but you know what? We all realize that we're, like, a lot of us are made up of so many different nationalities and so many different ethnicities. Our nationality is American. We're all Americans. We know that. Or Canadians if you're from Canada. Or Africans if you're from Africa. Or whatever your country is. But as for ethnicity, I mean, a lot of white people can say they're maybe Italian, Irish, Dutch, German, like all these different makeups that make them them. So there's some white people who are just Italian, and there are some who are Italian-Irish, and there are some who are Italian-Irish-German. So even within that circle of white, you have different people. Same thing with black people. I mean, the politically correct term makes me so pissed off. I'm sorry. But African American makes me so angry. I know a woman who's from the Bahamas, right? And she's black. She could call herself African American if she wanted to. Even though she came from the Bahamas. Yes, I know her ancestry leads back to Africa, but I'm Egyptian. My parents came from Egypt, which is, for those of you who are not in the know, is a country within the continent of Africa. Okay. So why can't I call myself African American? Anybody see that connection there? Why can't call... I just think it's a stupid label. I'm sorry, I think it's stupid. I just think labels in general are just so incredibly stupid, and people are individuals, and we need to treat each other like individuals. You need to say, you're an interesting person, I'm going to subscribe to you because you're funny and you make me laugh, or you have the same kind of views that I have, or whatnot. Not just like, I want to diversify my subscription list. I don't look about who's on my subscription list or whatever, or who they're from, or what age they are, or what race they are. When I look at their videos, I sit there, I look at their videos and say, do I like this kind of stuff? Am I interested in this kind of stuff? Would I like to watch it later on another time when I feel like watching it? And I subscribe. I mean, yeah, there should be maybe more blacks in it, but you gotta think about the populace as a whole. Whatever the majority likes is going to be reflected in the top subscriber list. So maybe the majority is light-skinned. And according to psychology, there's the theory that the ones you like are most similar to you. So maybe it's because they have similar views, or maybe because they're just quirky. And a lot of the top 10 are quirky people. They do little skits, or they do little different things. Yes, most of them are white, and they're all crazy, mentally and insane. But I mean, like, a good amount of their subscribers are probably light-skinned teens or teeny boppers. So of course they're gonna sit there and promote them, and teeny boppers, when they get together, it's crazy and it's insane and it's too much to talk about because it's crazy. But I mean, that's probably why there aren't that many black people or Indian or whatever, I mean, but to say, like, oh, well, we have to go support them so it can be, like, diversify the subscriber list, I mean, I don't think that's the point. I think it's just what you like to watch. I mean, if you put on TV, most of the sitcoms are white-based. Of course, you have, your sitcoms here and there that have blacks in it, but, like, I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, hey, I'm glad you mentioned Kayev, though, because he was really funny. He is hilarious. I think he's hilarious. Even though he wrote in my comment, here on my profile, asking if I subscribe to him because he's Melanie Advantage. I can't even say that word. But, screw labels. Just screw them. And I think that's how we should go through life. I think that's how we should go through YouTube. And you subscribe to who you like subscribing to, who interests you, who makes you laugh, who you can sit there and watch and actually watch. And, I mean, You're trying to spread a good message right now, Paul. I mean, you are trying to spread a good message. I know you have good intentions, but you gotta learn how to go about it the right way. Because if you watch your video again, it does sound really wrong. But I know you're trying to say something good, and I know you're trying to respond to Kaye's video, but you're going about it the wrong way. You're trying too hard to be politically correct, and it's firing right back in your face. Because now you're going to sound wrong, and it's not going to sound right, and because I don't know. But that is my point, and I hope y'all see my video, because really, you know, we're all humans. If you take apart the skin, we all have the same red muscles and bones and everything, and, you know, essentially, physically, we would all be the same. But our differences are what make us unique. And it goes past religious differences, just your basic general creed in life, your skin color, just everything about you. It's what makes you you. And we need to, instead of put labels on people, instead of saying, well, you're this, and you're that, and you're that, and this is how you should act, and this is how you should act, screw it. Just say, I want to get to know you as a person, and I want to know how you are as yourself, not as a black American, as a white American, or as an Arab American, or Jewish, or whatever, but as you, as who you are. You know, maybe we have differences, but that's cool. If we were all the same, this world would be insanely boring, don't you think? Okay, that is my point, my rambling. Hopefully there's some kind of point in there. I don't know. But, yeah, goodbye.